Hello everyone, my nickname is Samura1man. I've been speedrunning for a long time, and Super Mario Sunshine is one of those games I'm known of, holding lots of world records in this game, and I'm still running the game. Oh, by the way, just recently, look at this cutscene carefully, and look at the Peach and her earrings. Do you see them? Look at the earrings from Peach.
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
If you didn't know this, just recently it was found out that those earrings are actually not earrings, they're Peach's eyes. And now I cannot unsee them anymore.
I am most concerned with the well-being
So
of
about the game, well, lots of people have, and there was recently just a poll about Delfino Plaza. The poll resulted that false select remains still as a standard timing. There was lots of argument that skipping the intro would be much better for the community and much healthier as a speed game, because lots of people will say that they wouldn't run the game because of the intro. Then it was an argument that you skip some of the gameplay in an airstrip, and 120 shines, in my opinion, will become a little bit arbitrary because you don't collect the shine at all in Delfino Plaza in a race file. That's between race file and file select, but that's the result of the poll, and file select remains the original timing. The whole beginning of the intro is just blood, telling you about the mechanics, and there's just nothing important to tell, but I'm playing on Italian text. It's not Spanish text, it's Italian. European version has 5 different languages, and Italian is the fastest text. For some reason, Italian text is like 15 seconds faster than Japanese. However, Japanese version has other benefits, like faster loading time back to Delfino Plaza. So for any person, it actually doesn't matter which version you play on. I personally prefer European version because I'm so used to it, and I can switch between versions if I want to. But I still prefer European version for some easier shines like Sirena Pit 6 and one glitch that is somewhat complex to explain in one go, but I will explain it later. The whole intro takes about 7 minutes before we actually get to start the game. Just recently ago, like a week ago, I actually got a new personal best in this category, 1:16:39, which is 20th best place in the world currently. And to take a reference how good the time is, the world record is 2 minutes. Now we are just here sad, looking at the Mario. I've never minded about the whole intro because I get to have some time to relax and just wait for another run to start, take a break and anything.
And yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? I'm in Delfino Plaza. Our poor residents travel beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this...
There's one detail I've noticed past years. If you look at the red pipe on top of the shine sprite gate, it actually is blocked. I guess the developers wanted to block the gateway to Pienta Village, and you can only open with a rocket nozzle, which you can open with 30 signs overall in the whole game, and unlocking Torpan as well at the same time. I guess they just didn't think it's necessary, so they removed it.
Overruled. I
judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island.
Since the last run I did in a speed half a year ago, I've actually been playing the game quite a lot since then. After I had a couple-year break from speedrunning.
This appears to be quite good.
Fourteen, 21st, might be 20th, I can't remember exactly, but that's a famous Gelato Beach skip. For many years people wanted to find a way to skip the whole stage because we knew that the shine is physical and we could just grab it if there was any way to clip and get a shine. Well, what were we would like to get the shine? Not only that it unlocks all of the shines in a Gelato Beach, but it also unlocks Shadow Mario, which is the object of the game. You have to beat Shadow Mario in every stages. That opens Corona Mountain. Corona Mountain loading zone never exists until you beat all of the Shadow Marios, and he is in a 7th episode in every world.
We must do our best to resolve the situation.
The other glitch is the newest one, though it's 3 years old by now, but that's the biggest new glitch, let's say. But it's not that new anymore, it's old, okay? It's called Early Yoshi Go Round. Yoshi Go Round is a secret in a Peanut Park, and it's a really complex trick to explain, to be honest. There's a lot of things that happens, but I'll try to explain as well as I can when I get there. Slide, the best way to move everywhere. It's even faster than Turbo Nozzle. In a maximum speed for water slide, it's faster than Turbo Nozzle. Another small detail that actually misses in the Japanese version. Those fruits never exist in Japanese version, by the way. It's kinda weird how they wanted to add those fruits in later versions. It's only Japanese version. American version and European version are almost same. So they have the fruits. However, I don't need to use any of the fruits in any version. All I have to do is beat every world. Every world Shadow Mario. Every time when I think that why Peach just wants to stand there and do nothing about it. One shine is particularly, let's say, I guess the developers wanted to intend that you can skip this first shine in a Bianco Hills. It's the only shine in a game you can skip, just by yourself without glitching anything. Nice water slide. I want to get a water slide there, but I didn't get it out of Hover Nozzle. This spider can be really tricky. Now it's in a bad spot and I hope it doesn't. In the middle of the windmill, there was a chance I would have clipped through, and luckily I didn't hit the spot. If there's like any glitch hunters looking for glitches still, there's actually one, like couple small things that can still be possible, but are not currently impossible. That shine on top of the PD head is actually real. And if there was a way to disable loading onto this PD bike, we will do that and grab the shine and save a minute. But currently it's not possible in any way. You can notice how I spray Petey's mouth. I'm doing spam spray, which is pressing R and A at the same time. So I will hit belly as soon as possible. Okay. Hello? Yeah, we're opening OBS again. 2, 3. And we're back. Welcome back. After the next shine, I'm gonna go open Rico Harbor. When you get 3 shines in this game, it opens Rico Harbor if you have opened the Pienko Hills. Then after that, 5 shines will open Cello Beach. Then it's 10 shines, and that opens Pinna Park. And at 20 shines, it opens Noki Bay. And after that, I mostly just get cutscenes after I get shine. Which is actually how we developed the route back in the day, to try to skip as many cutscenes as possible. And now these are like somewhat famous Mario levels people may have had struggle with. Now this is just easy. There's much harder shines in these levels coming up later. I'm not using a memory card because it slows down my gameplay, and if I happen to game over, the run is over, but I will make sure it's not gonna happen by grabbing safety 1-ups that are nearby. Now I'm gonna open Rico Harbor. There's gonna be a cutscene that plays, but I'm gonna actually enter back Pienko Hills and save a little bit of time. Because after the cutscene is over, I immediately enter back to Pienko Hills. And that's called travel skip. Here I set up myself, then I will line up like this. And I need to spray him 2 more times now. When I get a water slide like that, then I'm back here. And that's called travel skip, like I said. It looks weird, but everything is fine. I did learn the faster movement for this a long time ago. I hope I will be able to get it now. I was supposed to do a glitchy wall kick there by pressing Y button to first person, then A, but I pressed it a bit too long time. Next shine is, I would say, a gatekeeper for getting speedruns going on. This game actually has RNG, which stands for Random Number Generator. Shortly said, it's random elements which you can't manipulate in this game. Sometimes you can, but in this game it's impossible to manipulate RNG. Petey's flying pattern is random, so that will either lose me or save me quite a much of time. First you have to wake him up, then just wait and pray. RNG is pray for us. Let's say, alright, I don't know how many people expect, like, how many flying patterns there are. Well, there's 774. I'm not even kidding. There's 774 different flying patterns. And he's starting with the first direction. Not too bad. Overall, I think there's 7 or 8 spots where he can stop. I have forgot them all. Him giving a tornado is also random. He either opens the mouth immediately, and I saved couple seconds, but he didn't, so I lost couple seconds. It can be really weird sometimes, like he can go to the same spot if he wants to, but he didn't want to. The way the direction PD can't go to is the direction where he came from. At this point he has 3 directions to go to, and one is bad. The one can just make this event way slower. Let's hope he doesn't. Okay, he chose the second best one of that. Now he gave me a good random element, good RNG there. When I say RNG, I refer that it's a good luck or bad luck. But BD is not only RNG boss in this game. There's Kimbu in a Sirena Beach that used to be, well, he is also a sort of a gatekeeper for getting a run finished.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. We're gonna have to pause the game again. We're having audio issues with the stream.
Alright.
So the game audio is a bit laggy, so we're gonna have to reboot the OBS and do some things. So just a moment. We're gonna be right back.
Be right back. Get up. Hello, what's up? Hello. 1, 2, 3. And we're back. I'm leaving Bianco Hills because opening Gelato Beach will remove the cutscenes up to 10 shrines. And I will do Bianco Hills 6 and 7 later. This Piranha Plant is pretty much same as Rico Harbor Piranha Plant, so nothing too special about that. Here I'm doing a water slide, so I will get a little bit closer to portal, and I get hit by Kumi. That's also random. It can happen sometimes, and I can just do nothing about it. And now here's the famous skip I'm doing. The shine is in every episode. And luckily enough, it's in episode 1 too. First, I need this coconut with me. In the first day when this was discovered, 2 coconuts was the method to remove the fan in middle of the top of the hood. Here I take a line, so I will run towards the coconut in a straight line. Then I clip through like that and drop off to the shine. Now that shine opens all of the shines in a Gelato Beach. And what I'm only interested of is episode 7, which is every Shadow Mario is in. If other worlds would have this kind of shine, that you would get the episode X shine immediately, we would do that in any percent. But the game is so well coded, and most of the loading zones never exist in outside of their episodes, so it's really impossible, let's say, to trick the game and get a shine early or something. I didn't get a quick kill there, but I was supposed to spam spray when I'm next to him, but I didn't get the right at the right spot. And if I bonk to him, that's what we call as a super bonk, when you just bounce off him and you have this long animation after bonk and you just can't do anything for 2 seconds or more than that. So I wanted to avoid that at least, so he wouldn't have run away. Now that's Gelato Beach, I never have to go there anymore after that. Now we're gonna enter Piana Village. As easy it is. First try. Now here in this world, if you have played the game before, you know that there's episode 5 shine that I can't do without Yoshi. Well, in speedrunning, you can actually. That's what we call as That's what we call as Yoshi skip, and it's the oldest trick in a game, as far as I know. One of the oldest at least, if not the oldest. It's RNG what direction these jumps go to, and I got not the best one for first jump, but the second jump is nice. Now the third jump is the one that matters, and I believe it's the bad luck, which it is. On top of the mushroom, I'm gonna pause, so it removes the blood text box, and the shine appears right away. You can do it as soon as possible when you get all the jumps to the water, but I prefer to get on the top of the mushroom first. So because I have the momentum already from moving. Episode 3 shine, which is after this shine. Normally you're supposed to go underneath the whole stage, but I'm not gonna do that in a speedrun. I'm gonna use invisibility frames and skip most of the puzzle, let's say, for Kubi Inferno. But it's right after this shine. Pianissimo races are scripted in a first visit. They're always in the same pattern. I think there's 5 or more different patterns Pianissimo can do, depending how fast you are and how much you beat his time. But in speedrunning it doesn't matter because he always has the same pattern. And now I just have to wait here for him to finish the race. There's a way you can have one text box out of talking to Pianta, but it's not that useful. I actually probably saw Pianissimo gave me 3 text boxes, but only one if you talk to Pianta in a right moment. I think it's frame perfect, or it doesn't happen if you haven't met the certain requirements, which I don't know actually about. Now this stage, I'm just gonna skip it with invisibility frames. There's many different ways you can do the skip, let's say, but the fastest is using the invisibility frames from a wind. You're supposed to burn yourself there, but with invisibility frames, you can just avoid that. If I failed anywhere my movement, like I didn't get a rollout or dive at the right moment, I would have most likely died if I don't get lucky by Gumi, which is kinda rare. But luckily it didn't happen, so I'm all good. Next shine is a jump you have to take to the path, which refuses to go to the path, but I can force him to go to the path. Then I can make him to jump to the pool, like almost by itself, but I have to still grab the chain. This also has random element which direction he takes, and he chose the best direction. He can take a left, middle, or right path. Right path is the worst. Middle is in between. If I got that water slide, I would have saved a second, and I didn't save a second. Now I make him to go there, that direction, because the pool is there. Also, I'm grabbing a chain and holding the B button and holding up at the same time. So I make him to go faster for some reason. Now I set up for that pool. Yeah, and he jumped there. There has been some really shenanigan glitches happening with this jump. One is that he goes out of bounds after you make him to go to the pool. It's really weird. I've only seen it once. Another thing you can do is like get on the pool before he jumps to the pool, and what happens? You die. Some really. This game actually has a lot of glitches, but most of the time are not that useful, unfortunately. Now this shine, I don't have Yoshi, so I have to do Yoshi skip, as we call it. It was found in 2011. It's one of the oldest skips or tricks in a game. There's this one-ups I will just take if I happen to die. Safety is good. Okay, that timing was a bit early, but I got a little bit lucky there, so I managed to clip through and skip Yoshi. I still remember what this piano says. The first one says I'm a chuckster, and everyone else does the same, but not this guy and the little guy. I should be fine. I can hold down it to lose my momentum there. Now this guy, he actually has some RNG element where you can get a so-called early cycle where he will be around here and you will save 20 seconds if you get lucky. Now what I was doing is so-called rat bounce. I jump on his head so he doesn't stop in those checkpoints that are the corners and the middle of the platform. There's 6 checkpoints where he can stop. And it's random for how long he stops. He will stop for 10 seconds, he will stop for a second. It's completely random, and that bounce I did on his head just completely removes that element there. Sometimes, just recently I found out that sometimes it doesn't do it, and I don't know why. That he will just stop still, even if I bounce on his head. Episode 6 shine is quite a lot of done for ILs in individual levels, where you try to get the fastest time possible for one level. Because of the timer in the bottom left, people have wanted to beat this as fast as possible. My own record is almost 2:14 left in a timer, but it's 2:13 something. I can't remember the exact seconds, and I didn't get good angle there, so I have to wait a couple seconds here. I I didn't get a good angle there, so this is gonna be not so good. Now I will set up myself for like that spam spray. Then I will open that pianta. And here I will try to get that pianta, which I barely get, just barely. That's not so good time anymore nowadays. In the modern strats, that wouldn't even be accessible time to most of the top runners. The best time is 2 minutes 19 seconds left. And my own best is 2:13, which shows how crazy this level can be when you grind it. Now next is episode 7, which is Shadow Mario. And after that we're gonna go to Pina Park. But before I go to Pina Park, there's supposed to be a cutscene, but that cutscene can be skipped with a skip called Honey Skip. Honey SM64 is the founder of the glitch, and we just named it by him, and that's how we got the skip nowadays. He's the SM64 speedrunner, but I don't know does he speedrun nowadays anymore. I'm not in a good spot to kill him, so he had to jump over the fence. If I was a bit closer, I would have stopped him right about here, so he wouldn't have jumped over the fence at all. I will try this honey skip once, and if I don't get it, I will just watch the cutscene, or either this can fail in 2 ways. Either I enter the cutscene and I don't die. Well, I will explain afterwards what is gonna happen. Okay, I think I got it. So what's gonna happen? This is frame perfect, but with the setup is very lenient, and I'm surprised I didn't get it. Oh well, we're gonna watch the cutscene. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to die again and waste time. I'm surprised I didn't get it because it looked right. I guess I was a bit too much right there in a setup. What was gonna happen? I entered the cutscene and die in the same frame, which didn't happen, and that's the worst case scenario what I was not hoping for at all. If I was going to fail this, I would have either entered the cutscene than die and not skip a cutscene at all. So this is a big waste of time, and in a speedrun setting, if I was home, I wouldn't just restart this run. I wouldn't accept this at all, because my time is already quite good if it's 20th best in the world. The skip saves 20 minutes, and if you happen to fail it by entering the cutscene because you're 1 frame off, then you would lose overall 30 seconds. But now I lost even more because I tried to set it up, then I failed it, which is unfortunate. And here's actually a couple more cutscene skips, before the fight and after the fight. This cutscene skip is quite good. So you just skip the whole cutscene and we don't know why it happens here. If you try to do it for PD Piranha fight in Bianco Hills, you actually go back to the main menu. So it's not possible anywhere else but in a Pina Park to do these cutscene skips. You can do it after the fight as well, and it saves a lot of time because those cutscenes take a while. Now here I'm gonna set up the rocket and hopefully I get the hit. Well, I got the hit, but I didn't get the rocket grab. So I will try to get a rocket here, which I didn't get. With the fastest strats, I would end the fight after this, before even this rocket. But I didn't get it, so I got the rocket there, so that's good. When the machine parts explodes, that's when I will pause and exit the level, and I skip the cutscene. Oh yeah, if you're also like wondering is there any glitches anymore found, I mentioned about Bianco Hills PD Shine, where it turns out that shine is also physical. You can grab it before the animation starts, but there's no way you can gain enough speed to get to it even DAS, which is tool assisted speedrun, not by a human player. It's a computer that plays the game where you advance the game frame by frame with slowdowns and redos and everything. So you use an emulator. Even DAS is not able to get it, and yeah, that would save about 10 seconds if there was any way to get enough speed to get to the shine before the animation starts. This shine, you're supposed to use pop-bombs, this game's pop-bombs, to kill Mole, but we're speedrunning, so we don't have to worry about that. Another secret. Every secret, I didn't mention, every secret has a pattern that is like not something you can just do faster or slower, depending on the cycles. We call it as the cycles, and I'm on a cycle that is how can I say, the common cycle, because these are always in the same pattern, so I can't go any faster in the secret. There was a 1-up I would have picked up, but I was too busy talking. There's a lot of other 1-ups I can just take if I'm close to dying. Game over in this game is not good. If you don't have a memory card and you do a speedrun of this, game over results that you go back to the last save point. And in my case, it's the Delfino Plaza. Delfino airstrip, I mean. So the beginning of the game, I start over if I take game over, but I'm not. But it's something you shouldn't have to worry about. If there's gonna be a dead, it's always in a secret. Now these are the red coins in a ship. There's a certain cycle I can take if I just do this correctly. And I get it. That's the second fastest way to do these red coins actually. There's even faster way, but it's really hard. Where you have to do a red coin order a bit differently. It's after a second red coin. It's really complicated to explain it, but I got this strat down, so it's all good. Worst case scenario would have happened. I drop off the ship, I miss a wall jump or dive or anything there, and I will have to drop down and improvise my movement there then. Now this next shine are the sea flowers. I have to sunflowers. I have to save them from these wannabe Yoshis. After this shine, Yoshi unlocks everywhere in the game. I'm setting up for one cycle. And I have to manipulate them to ground pound on me like that. Manipulate them to go to me, then I manipulate them to make them there. And I get a one cycle. If I happen to not get a one cycle where I miss one ground pound on those enemies, I can't remember their names. I would lose 10 seconds for just not getting a one ground pound on them. That's what I refer as a 2 cycle then. Now, here is the glitch that is skipping a shine, and it saves a minute, and it's called Early Yoshi Core Round. Originally, this trick was found and done in episode 2, but episode 3 is the fastest and much easier way to do it, and it eliminates RNG completely, so there's no random elements. The old way relied on bullet bills, and you had to get a purple bullet bill to go to that certain direction to create a platform that goes out of bounds. I will explain more when I get to do it, but I'm not using bullet bills, I'm using stools. And I happen to get a bad luck with with Yoshi. Yoshi wants coconut, and the coconut is all the way over here. Oh. Now I need a papaya with me. This is really complicated to explain. I need to make Yoshi purple. Then what I'm gonna do here is fruit storage. Then I'm gonna clip out of bounds. I'm not supposed to go there. And... oh. I happen to fail that I have to get a new stool. Please don't die. These stools are just not cooperating with me. I want one ground pound there, then the other one I make for as a back platform, so I will clip out of bounds like that. Then I create another platform here. And I stored a fruit, so I will eat the fruit. So with the orange Yoshi, I enter the secret. And now I'm in a dead zone, so if I drop off this platform, I'm either gonna softlock my game, or I will be able to save myself and save the run and by leaving the area. That's dead zone we call that. That's actually not an area you can walk on. And I successfully skipped one shine and saved a minute. It was a group of a lot of people called the good people who found the early Yoshi go round. It wasn't just one person who found it. It was a lot of ideas combined by like 8 people together to get that skip possible. Fun fact that carousel, if you happen to have Yoshi already, we wouldn't even have to go all the way to episode 4 because the secret is always available. But we need Yoshi for that. And the reason I created purple platform, because purple platform is the only platform that goes forward, and only to that direction the enemy was facing at. And in this case, I did the right thing. Then orange Yoshi is the only Yoshi color that can enter the secret, which is why I did a fruit storage. And that is a version-specific glitch, actually. In Japanese version, fruit storage doesn't exist. So in Japanese version, what you would have to do instead with papaya or any fruit, it's papaya or pineapple that turns Yoshi orange. You would have to throw it in front of the amusement park entrance, then eat the fruit after you have created the platform in Japanese version. But in this version, I didn't have to worry about it. All I had to do was press B after I created purple platform, and that's Pina Park. Now we're gonna go to Rico Harbor, and there's no random elements anymore for a while. The next time we have random elements is Manta Ray in a Sirena Beach. Oops, I happened to fail that. It's fine. The fastest way I would have done that was getting a triple jump out of those boxes, but the timing is really strict. It's really hard. And saves about a second. This game nowadays is mostly just, if you want to get a really good time and get to like top 20 in a leaderboard, you have to do all these crazy 1 second time savers almost in every episode. There's a certain spot on the ground I look at for visual cue. You don't have to pull the nose all the way to the end. I look at the ground and see those small dots on the blue tile. When I'm over that, then I will just release the button and he dies. Or if you happen to not know the spot for the tile, then you can just listen to his sound when he's making the sound effect that it hurts him or something, or his eyes are purple. but in my case it was purple all the time because I sprayed him. Next shine is a secret area where you it's a surfing. We have to use a blooper to do it, but we don't have to. We're gonna straight up skip blooper for entering the secret and skip the blooper for doing the secret as well. If I do this correctly, I save a second. All these things I explained are just saving a second if you do them correctly. Here I do a Y turn and I enter the secret normally. Like that. I didn't get a Y turn there, called glitchy wall kick. It's fine. Here I went that far for a reason. There's a checkpoint I have to hit. Then I go here as well, hit this checkpoint there, and now I can just beat the race. If you were on a plopper, only one checkpoint is all that matters to hit, and it's the first one. Next shine is most likely the shortest shine in a whole run, about 50 seconds long. Normally in this shine, the developers expect you to go all the way to top of the tower, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go underneath instead. That's not good. I was supposed to get a water slide there, but I didn't get it, so I was a little bit confused what I was supposed to do there. And that's how you do the shine as fast as possible. The IL record individual level record is like less than 12 seconds. It's crazy fast shine. Next shine is the tower secret. Like I mentioned about these triggers and loading zones, developers were really smart for not putting this loading zone in any other episode. So let's say it this way. If you enter episode 5, you can't enter secret at all. However, in Bianco Hills, it's different. You can actually enter in other episodes after episode 3 and 6 to the secrets, but these other secrets are quite special. And you can only enter in episode 4 to this secret. Really good. That's like every secret is. There's a cycles and patterns are exactly same every time I start the secret. If I happen to fail any rollout, dive, or just anything movement related, I would have had to do backup strats because the cycles wouldn't have matched for the end secret, and I may have died if I went for the fastest strats. Now we have a revenge with Blopper. You can sometimes bonk off that Blopper, and I don't know exactly what's the reason for it. I guess it is that when you start butter sliding, it is a certain speed that can make you bonk to Blopper, but it didn't happen this time. And if you bonked, in first case scenario, you would have dropped down. I had to pull the nose a bit further than in the first spikes, which is my visual cue is using the helipad white line when I pass that, just a split second later, I will just release the button. But in this case, I was just listening to the sound from the blobber. When he made that sound, then I will just release the button. Next shine is probably gave some people trouble, especially me. Couldn't just get the shine after red coins. It was one of the hardest thing ever. There's actually a difference with those all those bloppers. Green is the best because it has the best handling. You can hold forward for the top speed. Top speed, purple plopper always has the same top speed, and at the same time it has the worst handling. So you wouldn't want to pick purple at all. Then yellow is in between with handling and with the speed. But with green plopper, I have the best handling and the top speed if I just hold forward. And as I hold forward, any bonk will just result at death. But I can save myself if I happen to almost hit the wall by releasing the joystick, then just hug against the wall. Hugging against the wall with a green plopper without holding forward actually saves you, and nothing happens to you. Then the next shine, as usual, it's Shadow Mario. He's also the really fast Shadow Mario. Almost 50 seconds long, I think. The quick kill is... Okay, everybody can do this home. All you have to do, when Shadow Mario jumps, that's when you start holding R button slightly. All you have to do is hold forward, go towards Shadow Mario. When he jumps, you press R button slightly and just walk towards him. That's the easiest quick kill. We call it as a quick kill, even though there's an even faster way to do a quick kill for Shadow Mario. After he hops to a short hop, you can actually kill him there immediately after that. But it's super precise, and it relies on spam spray. That's like those spam sprays, quick kills. They're inconsistent, but they're really good if you get them. I don't do those at all in this run because I haven't learned those, and I haven't figured out some of the spam spray methods for Shadow Mario. However, now we are in episode 6. We are back in a in a Tango Hills. So we're gonna do a 30 leg secret. This secret is quite punishing if you don't get the strats correctly. That's one part. There's second part after this. Basically, this secret consists 2 hard jumps. That was one, then the second one is after this. Dead zone is all the way below the whole stage, and if I happen to die here, then it's a really big time loss. Sometimes you can be fast and actually bonk to that red platform, but this time I wasn't that fast, so I just did the old way of the getting on the red platform. And now it's a 7th shine, Shadow Mario once again. After this, it's 2 worlds left, Sirena Beach and Noki Bay. Luckily, funnily enough, Sirena Beach has most of the random elements because of Gimpu and Manta Ray. then Nokipe has like no RNG, no random elements in Nokipe, except one, but it's so small that it doesn't even matter. And Nokipe is my favorite world, if anybody wonders why. If anybody wonders why, it's technical and I like the atmosphere there. Also, it has the best boss fight. Now we just need to save Yoshi, and this is the only time we need Yoshi at all. I manipulate Shadow Mario to go left, so I will be able to get this banana out of the tree like that with a spam spray, and we just enter the stage. Now this shine, if you didn't know about spam spray, this shine probably was a big problem for everybody when they played casually. Especially for me, I died here a lot. I didn't know about spam spray. In this stage, Italian text is much faster than Japanese text. Italian text saves the most of the time back in a late game. In the beginning of the game, Japanese text is faster than Italian text. Now we have to split them to small pieces. And here I'm on top of this hood to manipulate him to go away from me. For some reason he behaves like that. Now he's gonna go towards me because I'm not on the top of the hood. And here I start spam spraying and splitting them. This is not good luck. This is all luck, and I can't do anything about it. There's still one somewhere. There it is. Hey. Water doesn't hit him at all if he's below the stage like that. The faster you get to purple base, the better the fight will be. Because they're all over the place now. They go away. The smallest one of the mantas, they go away from me. And when they're purple, they'll start chasing me. The purple vase wasn't that bad, but splitting vase wasn't the greatest. I think this is gonna be like as a segment time over 3 minutes, which is not the greatest split time. To refer like to say, let's say we usually as the speedrunners have a segment times, so we can see how well we were doing against our best segment or our personal best segments. My best segment is 2 minutes 29 seconds, and usually the average is 2 minutes 45 seconds, and I think this split might have been 3 minutes long. So it's not the greatest manta fight, and it has a random element, so I can't just do anything about it, but pray a little bit and have a good spam spray. The faster you get to purple vase, the better the fight will be. That's usually what I say. Now, this is usually my first secret and my least favorite secret as well, because of the momentum spin jump at the end. This game has quite a much of momentum. Like you can have when you go uphill after a rollout, you can have lots of speed. You run just really fast. And momentum spin jump is like almost the same thing. You have lots of momentum after you do a spin jump. I will try it, but if I happen to die, I will just do this normally then. It's a big dead end and there's no backup for it. The momentum spin jump is done here. And I got it. That's one momentum spin jump, and there's no backup for it. It saves 3 to 4 seconds. It's worth it. It's worth it in a long run. There's two kinds of spin jumps you can do. the one is almost like used everywhere, but what I'm usually, that was a momentum spin jump. I gained momentum out of rollout, and if I didn't get the momentum there, I wouldn't have reached to the sand block at all. Then other one is called buffered spin jump, where I buffer the input already with a joystick, then I get a spin jump. I can decide my direction as I want to. However, let's get this banana and do some glitches because it's fast. This is called banana split. I don't know why it's called banana split, but it's banana split. What I was doing there, I did the backflip with a pressing R button. I had to have a hover nozzle on, by the way, because you can't do a backflip with a hover nozzle. It has to be the regular nozzle. So I did a backflip, and on top of the backflip, I pressed down, then B, and I had to have that angle in order to get it to work. The next secret is casino secret. If there wasn't a glitch to skip the whole casino area, this would be really frustrating sign in a speedrun, because there is a random element in a casino, because you know casino is it's random. It's all luck, of course. After you get all the sevens, you would have to get all the. Well, I'm gonna explain this glitch. I'm just gonna walk bypass like that, then I get a holy one. I will explain after this what you're supposed to do there normally and why it won't be bad. There's a momentum spin jump here at the end. I will try it. And if I don't get it, then I'm dead and I will just do this normally. There's a 1-up if I want to take that, but I don't have to right now. And I get it. That's a momentum spin. Another way to do a momentum spin jump. It's hard, trust me. If you don't get it, you die. One way you can save yourself, and what I usually do is I try to press A a bit sooner, so I will make sure I get the spin jump. And if I don't have a right angle, I can save myself by using the first person mode and get a wall jump out of that platform where Shine Sprite is. But usually what you're supposed to do to get to the secret itself, there's the machines in the right and left side. You have to get all the sevens there, and that's luck. Then you have to spray the the wall, the painting wall, I guess. I actually don't know how it's supposed to be called in English, but you're supposed to spray those and get the shine to appear. Then you can enter the secret. So that's like minutes lost just to like getting lucky and everything. But speaking of luck, here's another boss, Gimpu. What is RNG in a Gimpu is how many extra cycles he can give you. The worst amount of extra cycles I've ever got is 7, and the highest amount I think is 9, but it can go beyond further if you're really unlucky and don't do the bike right. That's bad luck. That's extra cycle, I have to cancel it. And that's how I cancel them. And now I just have to hope he gives me fruits, and he gives me. The best way to damage Gimpu is using the Turians like this, but I wasn't close enough to do it, so... Well, I was technically close, but I rather just don't want to bonk there or sudden, or... It was in a bad spot, so I just didn't recognize I can use it. And this is not extra cycle, this is actually intended. I have to do that, and I have to wait for the enemies to spawn. Then I can despawn them. When the enemies are spawned, then I can despawn them by going underneath Gimpu. And I just cancel the cycle. And there's the Turian. I can just do that with a hover. There's a really luck-based thing you can do here, but I'm not gonna explain it exactly. That's called cycle skip, but it relies on luck as well. I got only 1 extra cycle, so not so bad. In a speedrunning setting, this will be really good for a speedrun. it's actually common to get 0 extra cycles or 1 extra cycles. If you get more than that after 2 extra cycles, you're just unlucky. It's not common for a Gimpo to give you 5 extra cycles. It just means you're unlucky then. It happens sometimes. I've had those runs where I just happen to get so many extra cycles and the run is over. So if there's an extra cycle, how much time you lose from that? 6 seconds per extra cycle. So if you count quickly, then 5 extra cycles is almost half a minute. How well you do the fight is another thing then, and there's RNG, randomness, how the fruits are gonna spawn, and what enemies Gimpo is gonna give you. Is he gonna give you bubbles or stools or just random enemies? Now this is the shine that is actually different in Japanese version, and I'm actually on easier version. Spraying the whole pitch, there's actually invisible coop in Japanese version, and then you have to spray a bit more of the coop off. Plus, if there's invisible coop, it's even harder to shine in Japanese version. In a European version, you have to spray much less, so I can just leave small spots just everywhere if I want to. But I don't want to leave too much because the requirement is still strict. And that's not too bad. My own personal best is 2 minutes 27 seconds left in a timer. The world record is 2 minutes 30 seconds left or something like that left in a timer. It's really crazy. You need to have a good spam spray and a little bit of good luck how the spam sprays are, where the water is going. In Japanese version, that would have been really good time. Having 2 minutes 21 seconds left in a timer for Japanese version, it's really good. Usually, Japanese version players, they expect to have 2 minutes 15 seconds left. The requirement is like 98.9% of the coop, plus there's invisible coop, so it's really hard. Then I think the requirement for English versions, I heard it's 95%, but I might be wrong about it, but the requirement is not so strict. Now it's Shadow Mario and we just kill him. There's actually a glitch. If you talk to Shadow Mario when he's on a bench, if you're in front of him or something, I actually don't know exactly how it happens, but there's a chance you can just clip out of bounds and die immediately after you talk to Shadow Mario. And I don't know the reason of that, but I didn't have to worry about it because I didn't stop him to the stairs at all. Now there's no more rank killing RNG anymore, so I can just be a technical player and do Noki Pay, my favorite world. There's this really, really fast cycle I can make if I do everything correctly. Let's see if I can get it. I'm not gonna get it anymore. I would have been able to make a cycle when he's before he's starting to shoot again those red balls, those balls. It saves 4 seconds if you get it, but it's so damn hard. You have to be perfect with the movement, not have any mistake there. Do the 2 wall jumps after those 2 spin jumps I was doing. Then you can't have any mistakes. Small errors are like fine, but any big mistake will just not make the cycle happen anymore. So I just got the common cycle everybody gets if they don't get the fastest cycle. That cycle is referred as Nindide's cycle, who is the world record holder of the game, and he always makes the cycle. Unfortunately, he's not being able to play the game right now, at least. I can't speak for him because I don't know exactly when he can play again, but right now he can't play because of epilepsy he gets from playing video games. And he's the world record holder still in a game after holding the record for over 1 year in this category. Why I'm going here though, there's a really neat glitch everybody can do. I can teach you. Run against this wall like this. Press B. Hover a little bit if you want to, but I don't want to because I want to go fast. And you skip the boss fight on top of the Noki Bay. You need the spring there. Then you run against the wall. You have to make sure Mario runs against the wall, doesn't hug the wall. He has to be running. Then you drop the spring and just dive to that direction where the shine sprite is located. If you want to be safe, you can hover a little bit then and can still make it. This shine is supposed to be working as a tutorial for underwater controls because the next spike is boss fight, my favorite boss fight, Eel. This place actually holds like sort of like hint towards the future game called Super Mario Galaxy. There's a door underneath this thing what I was on, and behind that door there's a book. It's not really an Easter egg, I would say, but it's like hinting towards future game, I guess, or they just wanted to put that there just for fun, I guess. The book kinda hints towards Galaxy, I think, because Rosalina is holding the book in a Galaxy game when she's telling a story. And now for my favorite boss fight. There's a really nice and fun strats. For a beginner speedrunner, this might be a really big problem how the eel works, and he's really complicated to understand how he works exactly. Basically, you're supposed to spray all of his teeth before you get the shine. And what I'm gonna do is I will start the fight by hovering in the middle of his mouth and spray all the middle teeth. Then I'm gonna do the strat called 6-tooth strat, where I spray after the middle teeth, I spray cold tooth, then I change to corner tooth, and if I do everything correctly, I will get all the 6 teeth before he starts to swallow me. And if I do it correctly in the right timing, I don't make him to go down at all. And I save a lot of time. Then I will change the side and spray the remaining 7th and 8th tooth. I'm supposed to be inside of his mouth actually because I want to make it faster, but it's fine. As long as I get the cutscene skip by hitting the tooth. And I didn't get it. That's unfortunate. I'm supposed to skip the cutscene by hitting his tooth, then spray the last tooth. With invisibility frames, you skip a cutscene. It saves 15 seconds. Now I have to wait for this cutscene to go. Then I'm a little bit up off after the fight. That's why it will save a lot of time if you can skip a cutscene. You will be able to play during the cutscene plays. I hug against the wall because it actually makes you to wall faster for some reason. I'm a little off actually. Oh well. But yeah, with the cutscene skip I would have saved 15 seconds. But at least I got the 6-tooth strat. It didn't go how I wanted to go actually, because the last tooth had no HP left, so I just had to spray it a little bit and start a cutscene. Now we are gonna meet Pianissimo again, because we didn't meet Pianissimo in Jolal Beach at all. Only in Piana Village and Noki Bay you meet him. as I said in the village, his movement is script here as well. And he just sucks at speed running, so he bonks there for some reason. I can do some shenanigans if I want to. I actually don't know exactly how to do this clipping. Let's see. I didn't get it. You can clip inside that platform by sidestepping off a little bit. There's a... If you play on Japanese version, getting a fanfare is actually doesn't exist in the Japanese version. Getting the fanfare when you finish the race, it doesn't exist in Japanese version. So sometimes there have been scenarios where runner is going to almost hit the flag, but he doesn't hit the flag, so the timer is still running. He doesn't notice it and has to go do some shenanigans like just running around everywhere for a while, or jump to the water, fall off the pianissimo or something. Then afterwards, he notices, oh, the timer is still running. Then I didn't beat him. In 120 shines, that can happen because Japanese version is the fastest version for 120 shines. Okay, now this shine is very technical and quite a famous shine for myself. I'm doing rope strats. I didn't get that. That's unfortunate. That's not good. That wasn't the most optimal way to do that. If I was optimal there, I would have saved 2 seconds over older strat. Whoa, that's not good. What I was doing there, I pressed B, so I wall off, start wall sliding. That ending has been always a struggle for me. I don't know why. But that's not too bad. A Ted will be the worst. In the past, like 5 years ago, when I was holding the world record and going for the world record, I lost many world record runs for that shine particular, and it's the last shine before Shadow Mario and Corona Mountain. And here's a quick kill. Normally Shadow Mario is gonna wall jump all the way up there, and I can't damage him while he's wall jumping. Well, I can't damage him, but I can stop him. So I'm looking at the timer, so we are gonna look at like 1 hour 19 minutes time of this run. I will go for fast Corona strats once, and if I die, I will do it normally. Fast Corona is a really hard movement, and it's right at the end of the game as well. Saves you 4 seconds, and there's a cycles I will be skipping if I get it right. There's a spike cycle, I will just skip that. And if I happen to be a little bit slow, I will hit the spikes and die. I will try it once. I didn't get it there. That bonk is not good. I'm supposed to do 2 dives there. And that's part of the strat. I will do this normally now. Otherwise I will just die all the time if I can't get this. When I was doing this run half a year ago, I managed to get fast Corona half a year ago here in Speed Games United, as simply as well. now here's a fast boat. I think everybody had a trouble to beat the game because of the boat physics. I know, right? Even I had. Here at the end, I'm actually not gonna use the clouds. I'm gonna use a glitch called rocket storage. And launch myself almost all the way up there. I didn't get the... What is supposed to... That's actually new. I knew you can grab the cloud. What I was supposed to do there with infinite rocket, with the rocket storage, I was supposed to launch all the way up to the loading zone to the final fight, but for some reason it didn't store one of the rocket launches, and I don't know which one it is. I think it was the second one.
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
This is the only time you see Bowser. Time comes up when I do a last ground pound, and it's the final, the 5th ground pound. That's one. Four left. There is RNG in this bike. Those bubbles or water can hit me. Oh, that's also kinda weird. You sometimes bounce after that first one, and I don't know why. And time. So it's... That time is 3 minutes off from my personal best and 26 seconds off from the... I think 20 seconds off from the last run I did here half a year ago. So that's Super Mario Sunshine, and I think it was... Let's see. There's an axe there right side on the building. Did you see that? That axe doesn't exist actually on a wall. It's weird. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed Super Mario Sunshine. I'm glad I got to play this as an incentive. Thanks for watching. Oh no, Vlad.
Mario, was I assist?